shit balls. Okay, now we're trying to follow the ball in the pocket. This is the simple stuff. I will say this though. I know that it's frustrating. It's frustrating to work on straight shots and straight. Everybody wants to do English. You know what's really, really cool is, and this is just the kind of player that I want to be. Now, I don't know what kind of player you want to be, but I take note of people that don't have to hit the shit out of the ball every time they get up to the table. When I look at them, their form is beautiful. And they make it look flawless, like it's supposed to be. I'm really a technique person. That's how I've always looked at everything. I put that into my cheerleading. I put that into my work. I put that into my life. And I put that into my favorite things to do as well. You know, and I think it's not all about having the textbook technique, so to speak, but whether it's, you know, a little bit different there's still a few things that just, unless you can do the same thing over and over and over and over again consistently, then that can be your technique. But, you know, show me the same shot and make it 20 times, 30 times, 40 times. And, you know, see, I couldn't do that with mine because I felt like it doesn't feel confident for me because there's something wrong. I knew my elbow was not right. Felt like I was uncomfortable. I felt like, you know, there's all kinds of things that you have to really start working with and adjusting. And yeah, it's mundane and it gets boring sometimes, but it's worth it in the end. Because it's the simple things like that. And when you get up to the table and you're able to just, you're forced to do it, you know, a straight in shot from a long ways away, whether it's off the rail, or you know, work on different angles from being progressive, working your way back like I did on that one drill, that very first drill. Like, people take that stuff for granted, you know, and we tend to overcut, undercut. So if you know what you can do without English, and you know that you don't have to blame your technique or your fundamentals when you miss. You just simply missed. You just simply misaimed. You know what I'm saying? But what if you blame it on you just misaimed, but you really didn't misaim? Like, you just were jank. You were janking your follow through, or you thought you were online, but you weren't. Like, all that kind of stuff, I feel like is super, super important. And people don't work on it enough. And I see it everywhere, even in high level players. And I am so focused on technique. Like, I may not be able to bank like you do. I may not be able to get perfect speed control position like you do yet. But I'm doing my groundwork now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm watching and learning, and I kind of expect more, I guess. And I think I would expect more from higher level players than I have seen so far. Not to say that I don't get my ass whooped. I whoop my own ass 99.9% of the time anyway. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried. It's not about the wins and losses for me right now. It's about so much more than that. Because I love so much about pool. It teaches you so much about life. And, you know, I always say grow through what you go through. You know what's kind of cool is I play through also what I go through. So even the hardest times in my life, I've played through it when most people wouldn't even play. Most people wouldn't be like, why is she even out? She must be doing horrible tonight. No. this is my way, you know. When you can get out there and play through your anxiety, when you can play through those fears, when you can play through the doubt, when you can play through the second guessing, when you can play through the breakthroughs, when you can play through it all. And don't let the losses affect, you know, what you're playing for. You know what I'm saying? And what's down the road. So I just think that a lot applies to life. And I think if we could all kind of take that mindset into our games, man, oh man, what a different world and what a different game it would be, right? Anyway, you have a good night. I hope something I said helps. Later.